Well, welcome everyone. I'm Don Smith, and I'm standing at the beautiful Oceano Dunes State Park here along the central coast of California. And we are better than a summer's day because in the summertime, we have a lot of fog here. When we pulled into the parking lot, my wife Beri is running the camera. It was 83 degrees. This is December 9th. Am I right? December 9th. This is unusual even for us. There's not a cloud in the sky, but I'm going to show you that you can still do good work on dunes, even though we're not going to have the ideal setup for sunset. But I'll show you how I'm going to go around and shoot that. Sunset's about an hour and a half away. So I want to go over some things here about shooting transitions, about your perspective when you're on the dunes. We're going to talk about my two favorite lenses that I like using when I'm on the dunes, those kind of things. We're also going to talk about shooting in color, but thinking about to convert later into black and white. And this is kind of the time of day. We're about an hour and a half out from sunset, and this is about time of day we start getting these beautiful transitions, as hopefully you can see behind me. And I'm going to actually start here and show you some things. So when you're done with this video, I hope that I've taught you 5 or 6 things that you can take out to apply to your own dune photography. We're in an area here where I believe that the Brad Pitt movie F1, if you've seen it and you've seen the end of the movie, where he goes back out in the dune buggies, and he's kind of joining a local group, and you see him flying off the dunes. I'll have Beri just kind of pan out. It was all shot right back in this area here, from what I've been told. So they are done filming. That was done a year ago, November, and about mid-November, so just about a little over a year ago. And it would have been fun to have been out here and watched them film that. So I've got my first shot set up here with 12 to 24 mil on my Sony A7R5. And you can see I've got it angled down right in front of me here. I'm going to try one frame at F18 on a 2-second timer because it is showing me I'm getting pretty much sharpness all the way through the frame. So let's take another. So to hedge my bet, I'm going to drop down to F11. I'm going to start with this foreground as what I want in focus to begin. And I just dropped the camera into focus bracket mode. And we're going to click. And there you go. It has focused automatically, and I'm going to start again so you guys can hear this. I'm going to bring the focus all the way back as close to me as I can. And then every click, the camera is computing with this lens at this aperture. What did I say? F11. I'm at ISO 200, so I'm at 320 of a second. I could actually drop that down to 100, which I think I will, because that's my base ISO, and I'm going to get my cleanest frame there. And in this case, bunch of frames. And let me adjust the shutter now. So now I am at 1/160th, and I'm going to click. And I counted 12 frames. So that's what it's taking, 12 mil front to back. And now I know I can take those pictures and I can stack them in, I use Helicon Focus software. You could do it in Photoshop. I've had some trouble if I get up over 10 frames before. Helicon Focus Pro, it's a great software. I've been using it forever. You buy a lifetime license. I went a stretch of 5-6 years where I didn't use it. I went on it, went and downloaded the update, loaded right up. It knew me. And so all my stacks are done in Helicon Focus. So I'm going to do one more here, but this time I'm going to pull in the background just a little bit. because I want to take out as much of this blue sky as I can. And let's see, I've got it, and let's see, we'll go through it now. Whoops. Make sure I didn't get out of that. There we go. I counted 17 or 18 that time. And I just went from 12 mil up to 16 mil. So just in 4 millimeters, it's brought that dune closer into me. But at f11, it just picked up that each little segment or bracket of focus it's going to take more. So in this case, I think it took like 5 more frames. But I'm very comfortable that I've got it covered. This thing just works all the time, and I don't worry about it. So let's move on. And the next thing I want to talk to you about is the 2 lenses I brought out to shoot with. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about my lens choices. You've already seen me with the 12 to 24 going low, but I also like at this time of day, and I'm going to check, and we are about an hour and 10 minutes away from sunset. We're getting even longer, the shadows are getting elongated. So I've come out with my second favorite lens that I like shooting with on the dunes, and that's my 100 to 400. I've got a Stingray polarizer on the end of that. So I found another scene right out here in front of me. You know, it looks kind of chaotic to start with. So when I'm seeing something that I think I can't quite see the balance of it, the first thing to do is to turn the hat around and go behind the camera and just start playing different crops, see what we can see. Right what I'm seeing. 16 ISO 100. 1/20th, but we're locked down. Now there is some sand blowing right through the section that I wanted to shoot, and it's going to look like a smudge. So I'm going to go off of that and see if I can die down just a bit. And I spotted something else to the right of it. Another section of, like another oval of sand. Trying to do kind of more intimate look right now. The wind's still blowing up there. Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of ruined it, but just drop below where it's blowing. Light changing fairly rapidly. Obviously, the sun's getting lower. Shadows are extending more towards the east. So literally, we've just kind of turned around. I said the light's changing really quickly right now. And I found a nice sweep of the dunes. You can see this one right out in front of me here. And I'm going to think about focus stacking this one, so let me get into focus stacking. And for you Sony users, that's bracket focus. And I've pulled the focus to right out in front of me here. And I'm going to let it go because this could take quite a number of photos. Nice snaky line. I don't know if you can see it in the video so clearly. And I already know the tone of this sand up here is lighter than as it tails away from me. So I'm going to probably have to darken this down a little bit, but maybe not. the goal, a big goal of what we're trying to do in photography too, we're seeing in 3 dimensions. I know you guys have all heard this probably a million times, and we're in a 2-dimensional medium, but we need to pull the eye through the shot, and the eye is going to always want to go to the brightest part of the scene. Well, in this one, I've got my brightest part of the scene right in front of me. So I'm already thinking, possibly if this is an image, once I combine all of these frames that I want to process, that I may have to already start to darken down. I think this is something you learn, and at least I know I've learned over the years. The more you process, the more you start to see your potential, I don't want to call them problems, but little troublesome areas that you might have to deal with in processing. And sometimes you don't. You don't see it until you get into processing. If it's too much of a troublesome area, I won't even shoot it. I'll just move on and try to find something else. So we're almost up to the top, but we did spot one more shadow, and playing with our shadows across the dune over there. What did I say earlier? If you're not sure, frame it up and take it. Back in the film days, we had to make a choice. Did we want to burn a couple of slides of film, or if we were doing 4x5 or 8x10, that gets more expensive. You pay the money to process. Nowadays, you paid the money. You've got the digital camera, you've got the lens, you've got the cards. So all you're doing is your time. And it's an investment in your learning. So I'm going to have Beri just kind of swing out and show you the sun position. It's very positive. We are seeing a little bit of a cloud bank or a fog bank just settling under it. We're literally about 4 or 5 minutes from it being down. Still getting a little bit of light, rim light on these ones. In here now, we might be able to show you this. If you can go a little bit closer. I know it's dark down in those dunes, but I can bring those dunes up. So I put my hand over the lens. That just jogs my memory about what I'm doing. I know tomorrow I'll be up early tomorrow working on these because this one will stand out to me. But sometimes when I'm traveling, I don't have time, and by the time I get back and edit, it could be 2-3 weeks down the road. Still getting a little flare, so it's very beautiful blue on the ocean tonight. And then you got the warm band of the sun setting. You've got just about everything you could want. And this is how I talked earlier at the start of the video, where I said on a blank blue sky day, you can still make an image. So I'm really minimizing the amount of sky, but I do have nice warmth. If I can bring Beri back in to show right in here. You can see the warmth that the sun's going into in the blue, and if I was to open that up, that's what I can start to bring out of processing. So let me shoot a couple more frames, and I hope you guys learned something out of this. Even on blank blue sky days, I see the biggest mistake that a lot of people in my workshops make, and I talk to them about their own shooting. Well, I didn't want to go out, I didn't have any clouds, or yeah, this condition wasn't right, or that condition wasn't right. Get out and shoot. I think it makes you a better photographer to take what's handed to you, and don't, just say, I can't do this shot. I don't have a fabulous sky. I'm going to shoot one more while I'm looking out there. However, I can shoot this, and this, I can do that. So we did a lot of intimate scenes with lines and shadows. We're going to convert a couple of those to black and white and see how those play out. and I really like the sunset. I've been out here on these dunes a number of times with different conditions. I have had the nice broken clouds days. I've been out here where it's so cloudy, can't shoot a sunset. So anyway, hopefully you guys learned out of this. Get out and stay creative. It's great for the soul. Beri and I are going to pack up now, and we're going to go and have some dinner. We'll see you next week.